Hi, doctor. My name is Dr. Rob Marvenko, the Lazy Doctor. And I have 3 of my own practices. They're all doing very well and they're expanding. We're seeing lots of people. Well, today I want to share 10 tips that you can use right away so you can expand your practice. So first, I want to save you from a lot of frustration. I don't want you to just wish for expansion and not do something about it. I talk to 7 to 10 doctors every week, and everybody wants to see more patients. They want to help more people, but they just wish for expansion. They don't take action. So this one is take action. Move forward so you can see more people. Implement some sort of cash service. So many doctors are struggling with insurance companies and not receiving enough money to actually keep their practices afloat. So I always tell doctors to look for something that number 1 is going to help your patients, but number 2, that's a cash service, because this is what's going to expand your practice and help you achieve more income. Also, you can help more people with more technology. So always be on the lookout for that cash service that's going to help your patients. I want you to take advantage of social media. It's on steroids right now. There's no better place for you to put your message. You will get so many people interested in what you do, and compared to other ways of advertising, it costs a minimal amount of money to get to the maximum number of people out there. So I want you to take advantage of this thing called social media marketing and make sure that you are using this powerful tool to expand your practice. Now, I want you to sit down and figure out why you're different. I talk to so many doctors out there, they're worried about their competition. Well, guess what? You're an individual. There's no one like you. There's nobody doing what you're doing in your clinic. So I want you to sit down and figure out what it is that you do different, what sets you apart from your competitor, and then you want to make sure that you're communicating that to your patients. Make sure you have an exit strategy. When you think about your future, what are you going to expand into? What are you going to do 10, 15, 20 years from now? So many doctors don't have a strategy for how they're going to grow. So you want to make sure that you have an exit strategy. I just spoke to a doctor last week. He's going to actually walk away from his clinic in a couple months. Well, this is so disturbing to me because he did not have an exit strategy. There's never a better time than now to develop your exit strategy. I want you to know how important your team is, how important your staff is. So many times doctors don't put enough energy into maintaining and training and keeping an active staff and an active role in making sure your staff knows exactly what to do in order to support your clinic. So spend the time every week on training, making sure that your staff knows exactly how they're going to help expand your practice. I want you to develop your passion. So many doctors I talk to, they're struggling, they don't know what to do, they don't know how to expand, and they haven't really spent time on discovering why it is that they get up and go to work every morning. So when you first started out on this career, you had a reason why that you wanted to do this, whether it's help more people, whether it's save people from dangerous drugs or surgery. Everybody has their own individual passion. So in order for you to want to get up, go into work every single morning, you have to know why it is that you're doing this. So I want you to develop your passion. So these last 3 things that I want to share with you are extremely important. After talking to hundreds of doctors, one thing that I do know is your focus has to be on these last 3 things in order for you to be successful. So number 3 is developing a staff that's supportive of what it is that you're doing within your office. So many times I talk to doctors and they're not doing this. They're not spending the time to develop a staff that is supportive of their passion. Get everybody on the same team, working for the same goal. Make sure that they're motivated in achieving what it is that you're trying to achieve in your office. Now, the other place where your focus should be is on your new patient experience. So many times I talk to doctors and they don't know from day to day what they're going to tell their patients. You have to have this laid out in front of you so you do the same thing all the time. Your patients deserve that type of experience. That's the only way that you're going to get a patient to convert into someone who's going to do care with you. So make sure you're focusing on that new patient experience, or you may call it a report of findings, but developing something that's going to convert that patient into a patient that's going to be with you, that's going to follow your direction, that's going to get well with you. So you remember I was talking about your focus and where it should be. I've talked to hundreds of doctors. I want to make sure that you use this information because you can learn from it. Now, the number one thing that you should be focused on is new patients. A regular stream of new patients into your business. There's no other way to expand. I used to say there's nothing that a new patient wouldn't resolve for me. So when you're stressed out and you're feeling like you can't go on anymore, just remember, focusing on new patients will make everything so much better. There's so many things out there that you can do. There's a lot of free things. There's a lot of active and passive advertising, but you have to make sure use this number one thing to expand your practice and focus on a regular stream of new patients into your practice.